Well, welcome back to our journey through the energy bus as we look at chapter 11 today. And here we find George is a little bit frustrated. He's trying to be positive, but everywhere he looks, negativity seems to surround him. And he feels like no matter what he tries to do or how hard he tries, things keep going wrong. Have you ever been there? I know I certainly have. Feels like even though you're trying to be positive, you're in a sea of negativity. But that's when Joy comes to the rescue. And not only with encouragement, but she also brings a formula that is going to help George change the way he sees his challenges. It's a simple yet powerful formula, and it's on page 46. It says E plus P equals O. And here's what it means. E equals events. These are the things in life that we can't control. P equals perceptions, how we perceive things. This is where we can make a conscious choice on how we are going to view what's going on. And then O equals outcome. This is where our response impacts the final result we get based on our actions. Now, while we can't control what happens to us, we can control how we see it and how we respond. And Joy reminds George that there's always going to be potholes, roadblocks, and flat tires. Those are part of the ride of life. The real question becomes, though, how are we going to deal with them? Well, I think there's a clue on page 46. Joy says positive energy and positive people create positive results. There's the key on how we should respond. We have to make a conscious choice to continue to be positive, even in the face of negativity. Now, when we say positive, this isn't the cheerful rah-rah. As Joy goes on to say, it's about fueling your life with faith and trust and enthusiasm and joy and purpose and happiness. This kind of positivity keeps our bus moving in a forward direction. And that's why rule number 3 is fuel your ride with positive energy. It's so important to remember to choose this each and every day. Every day you're going to get the choice to decide what kind of fuel that you put in your bus. And just because negative things happen around you doesn't mean your energy source needs to be negativity. And Joy reminds George, where there's a negative, there's always a positive. You get to choose what you see. And if we look for those positives and we focus on them, we really set the example for those around us to do the same. And I believe if you do this often, you're going to decrease the negativity that's going on in your environment. But making this choice is ongoing. It is a daily decision because just like George, we're going to have to do it again and again and again. So here's my reflection question for you. What steals your focus and shifts it towards the negative? Maybe this for you is being overly tired, or maybe it's being around certain negative people, or maybe it's certain stressful situations at work. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to identify where these things are triggering your stress levels so you can catch yourself before you fall into the negativity trap. Because as the wise saying goes that we see at the end of the chapter, the dog you feed is the one that's going to win. So you got to know in those moments what's happening and when are you going to choose positivity. So let's do what Joy challenged George to do. Let's feed the positive dog. She says at the end, super inspirational. Feed the positive dog, George. Feed the positive dog. Now I want you to say it. And I want you to say it out loud. And I want you to insert your name. I'll go first. Feed the positive dog, Reese. Feed the positive dog. Now you say it. Yeah, I want you to keep reminding yourself of that every day because many times we're walking into a negative world, but we're going to be committed to driving the bus powered by positive fuel. I can't wait to see what happens next. We'll look at it tomorrow. I'll see you then.